What's up, Stack Collectors? This is your boy HStats, and man, today what I got for you guys is what I consider sleeper statues. And what I mean by that is statues that I think some are either unaware of or we're just plainly sleeping on these statues. But let's talk about it on today's Statue Chat. All right, guys, for those of you who are just tuning in my channel or just discovering my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. This way you're going to know all about my up and coming content, my statue chats, unboxing reviews, and I'm also working on other content to bring to the channel. So the first one that I have for you guys, this is one that I caught. I'm going to just put it out there. Sometimes what I do, being that Sideshow is a distributor of certain companies, I will go on their website and I would just basically do like a little scouting and look to see if there's anything new out there. So that's one platform that I use to discover new statues. So mainly right now, I'm just on Sideshow site right now, but I found some statues that it was just mind-blowing, and I think you guys might like it. Some of it is nostalgia, and usually some of us, we get caught up in the what is it now, the new jargon, FOMO, fear of missing out. But I'm just trying to show you guys there's other stuff out there just in case you have the so-called FOMO. All right, so the first one that I have for you guys right now, this one I thought is amazing. This is the Android EL01, and this statue is by Baroness. It's a quarter scale. The price tag on this one right now is up for pre-order, and this is scheduled to ship next year, January of 2023 through March of 2023, and the price tag on this one is $835. Now, what's captivating about this one, I'm not completely sure if this is a anime statue, because it just fits that criteria, that genre. But when I saw this one, I was like, this is a beautiful statue. It is beautiful. It's realistic. The skin tone that was done on this statue is just amazing. One of my favorite genres is sci-fi. I love the fact that you have this android humanoid creature and the spine that basically just shows you that this is an artificial AI. That's what AI is. But yeah, so I mean, it's just really, really amazing. And what I like about it too, it gives you the anatomy of our anatomy with the whole spine is connecting to the body. I just think it's amazing. Then you also have the skin tone, which really look, and the thing about it is it's so eye-popping because it makes you like wonder, like, what if we ever see something like this in the future? What is this going to look like? But let's look at some of these pictures. So I mean, it's a female android, obviously. A lot of sex appeal to it, very sexy sculpt. And then this is just like really cool. I like the base. It looks like this is like some kind of hydraulic platform that she's basically rising up on. And I'm not sure if this is an actual anime. So those of you who if you're familiar with this, leave me a comment. Let me know if this is from like some anime series. But I think this one is really, really cool. It's very sexy. And the whole scientific approach on it is just mind-boggling. And it looks like this one, let's see who the artists are, because that's what I like to give you guys. Let's see if there's any artists. Now, ironically, it doesn't tell you who the artists are, but what's weird about this is it just says the artist is K. And I'm like, wow, and this is a really, really, those of you who love the exclusiveness to an ES, this one is only going to have 300 pieces worldwide. So this is definitely a unique one. When I'm done with this, I'm just going to do some research to see if this is a part of some anime, if in case you guys do not comment. So let's see if I can give you guys a little backstory. So it says here, a marriage between the synthetic and the natural android E01 grows infinitely stronger with each incarnation and seems to harbor a sense of melancholy that was once only reserved for those of mortal form. Presented in a full body 1/4 scale form, this statue by KX Baroness S plus U plus M is hand painted and is limited. Yeah, like I said, to 300 pieces worldwide. So this one is definitely a sleeper. The height of this scope is going to be 23.5 inches, the width 9 inches, depth 9 inches, and it's going to weigh 15 pounds. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to leave links on the bottom of this video if you're interested in any of these statues. By clicking on those links, you're going to help support the channel. Now, it doesn't cost you anything. Anything that you buy goes directly to the distributor, manufacturer, and the product goes directly into your hands. I just get credit for it, and you're helping supporting the channel. But this is a really cool piece, and this is a good chance I myself will pick this up to back my words up, because I'm loving this statue. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So the next one, what I have for you guys, and I don't understand this at all, because why this wasn't promoted, I have no idea. I think I only saw it like one time. This is the Creeper, and this statue is by Hollywood Collectibles Group. It's a quarter scale. It's selling for $605. The PO right now is up, and it's expected to ship May of 2022 to July of 2022. Now, I'm a Jeepers Creepers fan, and I love horror genre. That's my second favorite genre, horror. And I just think this is a really cool piece. You know, I don't know why it seems like it's being overlooked, but I think this is a really cool piece. You see the Creeper here. He's holding this axe that's bloody. He's next to a wide fence. He has this really like creepy looking leather kind of like jacket on. It's suspended in time. What I mean by that, obviously this looks like it's a gush of wind. There's like a burlow kind of like cloak on the back of this statue. But if you guys have seen that movie, I mean, I love Jeepers Creepers, but I hated it at the same time. And what I mean by that is anything when you have like skin peeling or just dissecting a human, it creeps me out. So this is a movie that I only seen like 2 times, but I really don't like watching movies like this because it just creeps me out. Because, you know, you got some sickos like that probably do shit like that in real life. But this is a really crazy statue. I love it. Those black nails on his hand is just creepy. So I think this lives up to its theme, Jeepers Creepers, because that's exactly what it is. Let's see if we can get an artist on this one. I'll give you the height. So this one is going to be 23 inches. And that's all they gave you. That's all they gave you. See, this is what I'm seeing. This is weird. Like, they only said it's 23 inches. That's it. And the manufacturer, well, I said it, there's no artist on this one. So how you going to get your stuff out? You know, if you're not promoting a statue like this. Because this is basically, you know, pop culture. This is like, you know, from a film that most of us love. I mean, you know, it's a flesh-eating ancient beast. And, you know, we all know that it resurfaces every 23 years to feed. It stalks on its prey. It collects body parts. I guess since ancient time. And I'm just reading the description here. It says this dynamic piece perfectly captures this demonic monster in a full attack mode, charging forward with his battle axe raised high, and then ready to mercilessly decapitate or dismember his hapless victims, which is true. If you saw that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if this one, if something of your interest or you guys' interest, I would highly recommend to pick this up because this is definitely a sleeper statue. And I think if you have a horror theme, this would basically fit your theme because Jeepers Creepers is definitely a monster that gives me the creeps. Let's move on next. Now, this one is really cool. I don't know absolutely nothing about it, but I saw it and I just said, this is a really cool piece. This is the Hell Witch, and this statue is by Quarantine Studio, Coffin Comics. It's a 1/5 scale. It's selling at $400. Pre-order is up for it. And this is expected to ship June of this year, 2022, through August of this year, 2022. This one is a real badass, you know. So this one she's a sorceress who became Hell Witch, and she began as a nameless pit slave, the lowest caste in her hive. And then it says those in her clan were members of the Hellborn, the one true race born in hell, sworn enemies of the fallen and the damned. Through sheer determination, Hell Witch did the impossible. She rose through the ranks of the caste system to become a warrior and eventually challenged the hive's tyrannical queen. Overcoming the challenge was the first step in her evolution from lowly slave to one of the most powerful witches in hell. Now she has sights on a new nefarious plans. Damn, this is some crazy story behind this one. Not only is it crazy, the artist is Iran Bernert Scope, and the creator is Brian Polito. Artwork is Mike Chrome, and the height of this thing is 14.5 inches, width 17.5, depth 6.5. And let's check out the pictures. Not only is this a sexy pose, It's also tempting. But yeah, I mean, I like the fact that she's standing over these skulls. She's holding what appears to be a human heart in her hand, which is really, really creepy. Then she has these, these wings. She's looking at this heart and with this evil smile, smiling. Highly sexual. If you got young kids, make sure you keep that in your room. Make sure your kids never see it. But damn, it's a, and then what I like about it, it has this like reddish, pinkish kind of look. I guess to give it like that hell bound kind of feel. I mean, look at the brassiere. I mean, it has spikes on it. And this is very, it's kind of like seductive in some sense. She has horns, no pupils, just, I guess, all yellow demon eyes. She has her lip pierced, and the funny thing about it, speaking about this, is like, I think that's how every man envisions his dream girl. Just evil and highly crazy. Man, but if you look at her, the gauntlet, she has these like armored fingers, blood splash from the heart, onto her hands. So this one is a definitely, I can say a devilish one, but I think this is a sleeper, cool art piece. And if you're into this one, I'll highly suggest to pick this up. All right, so let's move on to the next. Now, the next one that I have for you guys, this blew my mind because I just think this is another one that is a sleeper. And not only is it a sleeper, it's the price. Nowadays, we're paying in the range from like $500 to, let's say now, what's the most expensive that the average buyer, statue collector is buying nowadays? Let's say to like $4,000. But for this one, it's only $350. It's the Batman versus the Joker, and this statue is by Coda Incorporated Sculpt Master Series. The limited edition is $1,200. The pre-order is set for this month, February 2022 to March of 2022. And with $350, I say this is like one of the coolest diorama pieces that I've seen in such a small scale. Now, they don't specifically give you the scale, but I'm estimating this is probably like a 1/6 or probably smaller size. I don't think it's a 1/5. The height is 12 inches. I'm sorry, that's the product size. No, I'm right. I'm sorry. Yeah, the height is going to be 12 inches, width 19, and the depth 21. And it's going to be weighing about, say, close to 12 pounds. And what's so crazy about this statue, you have, Batman. He looks extremely pissed off. You got the Joker that's basically laid out on what looks like the base is like a gargoyle, and it's in stone, and he's just getting ready to beat the shit out of the Joker if he hasn't done it already. The cape, I'm just looking at some pictures here. I love that whole cape, how it's it's suspended in time, giving you the illusion that, this wind blowing. I think the scope is well done. The color scheme is on point. This is like the usual typical Batman, the blue grayish costume. You have Joker in his his custom suit, the purple green hair, has this maniacal grin on his face, even though he's getting the shit beaten out of him. And I think Batman's right hand, his fist is kind of like bloody from punching him in the mouth, but this is a cool piece. I mean, the back of it looks great. For $350, if you're not trying to get something that's going to consume a lot of space, this is one that could probably just sit in the corner and it still captivates, the scene. I mean, it's just, it's dynamic. You have this gargoyle that the Joker's laid on, Bruce Wayne, Batman just clobbering this guy. So I think this is a cool one, and I'm surprised, it hasn't been too much talks on this one, but this is definitely a sleeper. Oh, so the next one that I have is our guy here. Yeah. We got Gurku, and this is cool. I mean, this is one that I didn't even see coming. You have baby Gurku on top of this mount. Looks like a little rock formation. Yeah. And he's right, and he's meditating. And what I like about it is you have two portraits. One, he's deep in meditation using the Force. And then the second, he has his eyes open. Yeah, he knows we're talking about him. And the rock formation, it comes with an LED light. And I think this is really, really awesome. Let's see, what's the price tag on this one? Okay, guy, I'm talking. Stop interrupting me. All right, so this is a 1/4 scale legendary replica, and this is by Iron Studios. I didn't even see this one. Didn't hear no talks about it. The pre-order is up. This is scheduled to ship July of 2022 to September of 2022, and I think this is really awesome. Let's get the dimensions on this. So this one, the height is 9.4 inches, width 12.6, the depth 12.6, and it's going to weigh 6.4 pounds, which is not heavy at all. Like I said, this one is a sleeper. I think it's a cool piece. You know, now that we know that Gurku has chosen the ways of the Mandalorian, you know, he's becoming a really popular character in the Star Wars universe. Those of you who are, you know, diehard Star Wars fans, this is definitely a prompt that you should have in your home. More than likely, I'm probably going to consider picking this one up myself. I just like it. You know, I like the fact that he's meditating, and then you can have one where his eyes is open. It's kind of like a peaceful scene, kind of like Zen, and he's just deep in focus with the Force. And I think this is really popping. And the smoke seemed like it's also lights up, and I think, you know, at night in your living room, you got this bad boy set up properly and you turn that light on, it's really going to say a lot. You know, definitely cool piece. Modern day, in my opinion, modern day nostalgia. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next one is also from, you know, the Star Wars universe. This is the Anakin Skywalker Mythos, and this one is by Sideshow Collectibles itself. A limited edition size, 2,500. This is going to be selling for $585. The pre-order is up. It's scheduled to ship May of this year, 2022, to July of 2022. Now, the reason why I say this is a sleeper, what I like mostly about this one is the base. And first, again, let me give you guys the artist. Oh, here we go. We got Matt Black on the scope. You know, he does a lot of really cool scopes for Sideshow Star Wars genre. We got Alec Hutstan scope, Steve Lord scope, the Kucharek brothers design, the David Fisher paint, Bernardo Esquivel paint, and the Sideshow development team as well. This is going to stand 21 inches, width 13.2, and you got the depth 11.2 inches. Let me see. And I said it's selling for $585. Why I, you know, like this statue, because we see Anakin before he was corrupted by the dark side, and what I like mostly about this is that you have this base looking. It basically looked like he just sliced this droid in half, and he's at battle. He seems very focused. The only thing I can say about these Mythos statues by Sideshow, I just really wish they gave us light up lightsabers. You know, I mean, I think that's what we want. That's what the fans are looking for, to see if you're going to do like a Jedi or even a Sith Lord. We want to see like lightsabers that light up. You know, I think that really will bring out the statue. I don't know if that's too much to ask from the manufacturer, but really cool piece. You know, color scheme is cool on the scope. There's some like weathering on the bottom of his cloak. You see this destroyed drone on the bottom of the base. It looks like he's going to come with two portraits. One where he looks really serious. One is like a little sinister, I guess, maniacal grin. And I'm not sure if this is right at the brink of him becoming corrupted by the dark side, but we knew he started to deal with his demons before he succumbed to them. But yeah, I think this is a really cool piece. I think this is a sleeper. Haven't heard much about this one at all. Those of you who are into, you know, I guess the Obi-Wan Kenobi Mythos, I think this would be a good companion piece with it. Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Now, this one, what I have, some of you youngins are probably not even going to know what the hell I'm basically bringing to you. This one for me, and look, I'm not that old. Just that I grew up in a household that basically watched some really good genre. This one is nostalgia for me. It reminds me so much of childhood because I saw this movie with my late grandmother. This is the Kraken Deluxe version, and this statue is by Star Ace Toys. Now, if you like Clash of the Titans, you know, I like the 70s version, or was it late 60s? I'm not sure when that movie came out. But this one, I clearly remember where you had the hero, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. This Kraken was summoned by the goddess because I think, oh man, Greek mythology, I'm going mind blank. She basically offended the goddess by saying she was the queen, saying she was the most beautiful woman ever and more beautiful than the goddess herself. So the goddess said, well, because you insulted me, and I'm just describing it to you in my words, because you insulted me, I want you to sacrifice your daughter, to pay penance to your disrespect, or I'm going to destroy the entire city. Make a long story short, go see the movie. I'm not telling you the plot. Really great movie from the 70s, Clash of the Titans. The remake that they did, I kind of liked it too. I think it was cool. I think it was an update, but the all-time favorite for me was the 1970 versions, Clash of the Titans. But, this is for people who remember that iconic film. You see the Kraken here, getting ready to consume the Doom, so-called Doom Princess. This one is already up for pre-order. You have a deluxe version, a collector's edition. The collector's edition is selling for $450, and then you have the deluxe version that sells for $495. I will go with the deluxe, and this is scheduled to ship February 2022 through March 2022 of this year. And this thing, do we get an artist on this one? Oh man, they didn't give an artist. It just says brand Ray Harry Halson, manufacturer Star Ace 12. Well, I said that. So this is going to be, the product size is 13.77 inches, width 25.19, and depth 11.81. So this is a really cool piece. Nostalgia for me. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So the next one, again, maybe I'm the sleeper on this one, but I know I didn't hear anything about this one. This one is the Baroness statue by PCF, quarter scale. This one is selling at $555 for the exclusive, and then you got $550. Oh, the collector's edition is sold out. So I guess some of you have heard about this one, but I didn't. So this one is basically nostalgia. Of course, she's from G.I. Joe. Let's see if we can get the height. There's no artist here. Just says by PCS. So the height is 22 inches, width 19, and the depth 20 inches. I think this is a cool piece. You got Baroness here. It looks like the base looks like she's just standing over what I guess I would say a warlike submarine. She has that classic leathery, sexy outfit on, which is really cool. And I think, and it's weird how you remember these characters, because I grew up on G.I. Joe. You have the, the Cobra the Cobra symbol on her chest. You have two portraits. One, she has like a more serious look, more like she's focused. And then one where it's kind of like sinister, but it's not. Eyes more wider open with those glasses, long black hair. And I'm surprised. This is the first I've seen a scope where they're actually pointing a gun in a direction. I know some manufacturers, some companies don't allow it, but this is actually cool. Again, I left the links, and those of you who are just tuning in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell. This way you know all about my up-and-coming content. And if you like my video so far, please leave some likes. Hit that like button. I really, really appreciate it. And guys, also leave some comments. Let me know what you think about these sleeper statues. I mean, hey, we got to help each other out. The next one I have, all of you are familiar with this particular statue. It's the Mario and Yoshi. This is nostalgia. We grew up on these characters. This statue is by First Four Figures. There's a limited edition size for $499. Let's see if this is available. Oh, look at that. And it's ready to ship now. It's ready to ship the next business day. So those of you who love, Nintendo, this is one for you. There's a height size here of 19 inches, width 13, depth 9.5, and the weight is 13.97. And I can just tell this is like a little heavy because you have Mario on the lovable Yoshi character. I would say this makes a really, really cool display for your game room if you have one, or wherever you keep your consoles. I know that I still have the first original Nintendo. And the only reason why I have it, I think that's the reason why I married my wife. When I met her, she still had the power pad, the power glove, and the original Nintendo. I mean, it's just crazy. I'll show it to you guys one day. But this is a cool statue. Space wise, I would definitely pick this up, but I might have to get rid of maybe 2 or 3 statues, and I hope I don't miss this one. But I think this would be a cool piece to bring into my collection, just to give me that nostalgia, because I still play Mario game, and I just think this is really cool, iconic, to have in your collection. But overall, it looks good. I mean, there's not much to describe. It's just a 3D dimensional statue, typical colors, Mario as we know him. But really, really awesome piece. And then last, another nostalgic piece that I think that we're sleeping on is Mega Man. And this statue again is by First Four Figures. It's a quarter scale, and this one is selling for $430. The pre-order is up for it, February 2022 to March of 2022 of this year. If you're a Mega Man fan like myself, this is another one that I can say you can set up by your consoles, give it that nostalgic kind of feel. The height for this one is 16.3 inches, width 11.4, and the depth is 13.2. So this one is really cool. As you can see here, we have in these pictures, we have Mega Man in a suspended dynamic pose. I don't know if he's dodging, enemy attacks. We have smoke around him. There's some firing, in the background. Maybe he's dodging those laser beams that we usually encounter when we play the game. In fact, as soon as when I'm done giving you guys this review, I'm about to go play some Mega Man. But this one is really cool. I'm really considering this. I probably convinced my wife to pick this one up for me. I'm a good husband. I deserve it. And you guys deserve it too. But but I think this is cool. I think this is really cool. Typical Mega Man colors. The dark blue helmet, light blue body armor, big old blue eyes. Really cool. And I like the fact that the paint gives it like a metallic like shine. So I think this is a really awesome piece, for a quarter scale. And I just haven't seen too many promotions on this one. So I figure, maybe that's where I'll go, contributing to my channel, is by bringing you guys sleeper statues. Sometimes it's good to see other products, what's out there, because with the I can't even say the FOMO. Sometimes you just, this, how many Marvel pieces have we seen? How many DC pieces have we seen? And sometimes it's the same character over and over. As I've been saying to you guys that, in my collection, I like diversity. I don't like the same thing of everything. I got to have at least one item of a certain character. And I think that's how I want to go forth growing my collection. So guys, if you like my video, make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you leave some comments. Let me know what you think about these sleeper statues. Is it something that you're considering? Are they really sleeper statues that, some of us are not aware of? So with that said, guys, I hope you're enjoying your day. Keep your stats up, and I'll definitely check you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But don't go anywhere. Make sure you check out my other videos to the playlist to the right. Have a good day. Peace.